Grand Rising Slay, wake your ass up. Yeah, let's go ahead and be productive, man. You already know who I am and what I bring you, man. The elevated thoughts, and we bring you the all slay shit. So let's just go ahead and have some fun with this one. You can already see what the title to today's show is. Let me get my audio stuff situated over here. Goodness. Okay, cool. So you see the ticker. Which wide receiver, Amari Cooper or Devante Adams, will have a better season with their new team? If you didn't know already, there has been some breaking news in the sports world, especially the NFL. We got a couple of new players in different situations, man. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to this one, man. Which will have the best? Who had the best season? Like yesterday, I was trying to report on Aaron Rodgers, man. I had the whole ticker. I had everything going at the bottom. Despite the overall decent play of Aaron Rodgers and his teammates, they seem to have not figured it out. Aaron Rodgers, the other day, Monday Night Football, 23 for 35 passing yards, 294 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Breece Hall, 113 yards on 18 carries. Allen Lazard, 6 receptions for 114 yards and a touchdown. So those were not good enough stats for them to come out victorious. So with that being said, as soon as I could drop that episode, a trade went through. So he was traded. So Devante Adams was traded to the New York Jets. So let's just go ahead. I got a little video of him, Devante Adams. So yesterday, Pat McAfee, he had a show. My bad, y'all. So he had a show and he had Aaron Rodgers on the show. The next thing you know, he was like, when did you find out about the trade? And then Devante Adams pops up in the back. Let's listen.
Okay, so as soon as you hear the news, what's that? Hey, good to see you, Jay. Good to see you, man. Congrats.
What's up, fellas? Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, so as soon as you hear the news, what's that?
So he's there. So it's kind of like, let's go ahead and dive into this trade real quick, though. So breaking news: they trade Jets wide receiver they trade Devante Adams to the Jets. He gets to reunite with his former quarterback.
The New York Jets have officially traded for Devante Adams. Wow. Jets traded a third-round pick that could be a second-round pick. Mark Davis was not going to trade Devante Adams unless you got a second-round pick, and New York Jets called over and offered up a third that could become a second if Devante Adams is a first or second-team All-Pro player, which is voted on by the media. Interesting. Media kind of gets to decide whether or not it goes to a conditional second-round pick instead of a third-round pick, or if he's on the active roster in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. So after losing on Monday night to the Buffalo Bills last night, the Jets once again announced to the world, we are trying to win everything. They fired Coach Saleh last week on a Tuesday. Why? Well, because they're saying not good enough. We're trying to win everything.
Well, you heard it here first. That was Pat McAfee giving his take on it, man. So yes, that was the first breaking news trade. That was crazy. So that was the first trade. So
hey there, Devante, how's it going, buddy?
So those Jet fans, they get to talk about that now.
What's up, fellas?
So you tell me. And then the second, for the Bills fans, y'all got Amari Cooper. So let's go check this out real quick and tell y'all the actual factuals on this Amari Cooper trade. So let me go ahead and get this for you real quick. What are the Bills getting from Amari Cooper? So Amari Cooper was out there getting shitted on in Cleveland. Let's just be honest. They wasn't doing anything right in Cleveland. He wasn't getting any passes. I think he still had 1,300 yards receiving last season. So he's headed to a team where a quarterback's definitely going to make sure he get the ball because the Bills don't have a number one wide receiver like that. And Amari Cooper definitely slides directly into that spot. So I feel like he'll be a decoy and it'll open up the game for some of the other receivers. But let's just see what one of these Bills fans had to say about Amari Cooper.
What are the Buffalo Bills getting with Amari Cooper? Well, the first thing I'll say is a lot of his targets, close to 40% of them, were deemed uncatchable through the first 6 games in Cleveland, which was one of the highest rates among all qualifying wide receivers. So his film is littered with plays like that, and throws behind him like this one against the Cowboys. Now, Cooper does have 6 drops on the season, which is a pretty high number, and that has to be considered. But on the throws that did connect, I saw someone that still had yards after the catch juice. Now, he's not elite in that area, but for someone that was known for his separation skill, being 6'1" and well over 200 pounds, he still brings a fair amount of value with the football in his hands after the catch. And that's vital for Buffalo because this is an offense that has seemingly prioritized yards after the catch early in the 2024 season. Now, you'll see here, he doesn't have quite as much juice off the ball as he did in his prime, but I don't think Cooper has lost a step with his long speed. Once he gets to top gear, he can still threaten over the top of a defense. And there have been moments where his dynamic footwork comes into play and allows him to get open underneath or at the intermediate level.
So, all that being said, what y'all thinking, man? So, Amari, I don't know. I've been going back and forth with myself when it comes to this. About who will have the better season, man. I feel like the Jets, they got some wide receivers already out there. They got Wilson, they have Allen Lazard. So those 2 receivers there, adding Devante Adams to that is definitely going to free up those other 2 wide receivers. So I feel like Aaron Rodgers will end up having better season. I'm not 100% sure though, because Amari Cooper, from what they said, he's not a Devante Adams. He is a nice addition, and it is giving Josh Allen some targets and some weapons. So who's going to have the bigger season? I feel like the defense may key in on Amari Cooper a little bit easier than they would be able to Devante, because you got Devante, then you got Greg Wilson right there, and you still got Lazard. So somebody's going to cook. So I feel like Aaron Rodgers will have plenty of options with the running backs, Breece Hall. Whew, y'all, talk to me, fans. Talk to me, Bills fans. Talk to me, Jets fans. Or just Aaron Rodgers, and if you're just a fan of these players, who you think gonna have the best season, man? This is a tough one. I've been going back and forth with it, man, and I'm really torn between these 2. I'm thinking Devante, he's been used to being a decoy the last couple of seasons in Vegas. So I feel like he may get some yards, but Amari may still cook, man, because Josh Allen's a good quarterback. So now it's like Josh Allen or Aaron Rodgers. That's what we're going between right now. So I'm scratching my head, y'all. I'm undecided, man. So if you got some comments, please jump off in the comments and let me know what you feel about these 2 who will have the better season with the new teams. That is the question that needs to be answered. So let me sip my coffee here, mind my business, and get back to it. So thank you all for coming to Get Elevated. Have an amazing day. Yep. It is Wisdom Wednesdays, so make sure you be in the best version of you today. You know what I mean? Not tomorrow. Don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow. That stack of shit continues to get big. I see the Jets got tired of putting stuff off too. Last week they fired the coach. This week they went on ahead and got Devante Adams in. They letting you know that they heard me. They want to be the best team in New York. So in order to do that, you got to do some different type of stuff. So thank you all for coming to Get Elevated, man. Have an amazing day. Make sure you be in the best version of you today, not tomorrow. You dig? So stay tuned as I give you the Slay news, man. You never know what's going to happen next, but that is the breaking news of the day. Yesterday we had 2 big-time trades in the NFL. 2 quarterbacks got some weapons. Which weapon is going to be the best is up for debate.